beam circuit for our 4-year-old Peridot class. We're going to have these kiddos start on their low beam, and we're going to ask them to walk forward in releve. So we're going to introduce this with tippy toes for our students, but we also want to be working on our vocabulary with them and getting them more used to using gymnastics language. So we're going to introduce our tippy toes, and then we're going to talk about how it's also called releve. So we're going to have them walking forward across the beam with their arms out in a T position with straight arms, up on their tippy toes and trying to walk. Mostly we want them working on their balance, but a couple things that you can look for as far as coaching and fixing technique is getting them to walk with straight legs. A lot of times they're going to walk the whole thing with bent knees, so if we can get them when they put their weight on their foot to straighten their knee, that would be awesome. And then the next thing to work on is as they transition their foot from the back to the front, to also be keeping that straight. On the trap mat, we're going to have them do a starfish teeter-totter. So they're going to stand on the trap mat with their arms up and make sure that their arms are pretty close to their ears. We don't want them out to the side. Arms up high and their feet apart, and we're going to ask them to tip side to side. As they do that, we want to make sure that they're keeping this straight line in their body and not swinging their arms or bending their body. After the teeter-totters, we're going to have them on the floor beam. And on the floor beam, they're going to do bunny hops, which is just arms all the way up in long bunny ears with their feet together and punching through their toes to move across the beam. Our 4-year-olds also have an extra station at the end where we have a smiley face placement mat on the floor by the wall. And we're going to ask them to go and stand on the placement mat, arms out in front, bend their knees in a freeze, and then tap their knees, 1, 2, 3, so that we're working on that freeze position and how to do strong landings. Our beams are the same coming back from the low beam, trap mat, and then the floor beam, and then they can start it back over. That's it for our 4-year-old Peridot class.